Hello everyone, welcome to computer classes, and today we will continue with QBasic programming. In the last video we discussed about goto statement, and today we will discuss about loops. So let's start. See, in a program sometimes we need to repeat set of statements. So for repetition either we can use goto statement or we can use loops. So to repeat statement or set of statements, there are two ways. First is goto statement, which is also called counter method. Counter method. As you remember, counter variable, we have used counter variable in goto statement. That's why. And the second way is loop. So this we have already discussed, goto statement to repeat set of statements. We have already discussed in the previous video. Now we will talk about loop. So what is a loop? Loop, you can say it is a syntax which is used to repeat the task for a fixed number of times. So here we are talking about for a fixed number of times. So we will not talk about infinite loops. Fine. So what is a loop? We can say it is a syntax which is used to repeat the task for a fixed number of time. You can say task or you can say statement or set of statements. So to repeat set of statements for a fixed number of times, we use loop. Fine. Now three types of loops are there. First is for next loop. First is for next loop. Second is while when loop. And the third is do while loop. Fine, do while loop. So these are the three types of loop. In this video we will discuss about for next. Rest two we'll discuss in next video. So let's see for next loop. First we will see what is the syntax to write for next loop. Fine. So for next, syntax of for next. For variable equals to initial value to final value. For variable equals to initial value to final value, and then step again value. Fine, step value. This will come in one line only. Fine. For initial variable equals to initial value to final value, step value, then set of statement or task to be performed. We can write task to be performed or task only. And then next variable. Fine. This is a syntax. Here for, here next statement. for variable equals to initial value to final value, step value. These are the tasks, or you can say set of statements, and to close for we will use next and then the variable name. Fine, this is a syntax. And how we will use in the program, we will not write all these in the program. This is syntax. And how we will use, let's take for variable, I am taking any variable you can take. Here I am taking I. Fine. For I equals to initial value, let it be 1. For I equals to 1, 2. Final value 1 to 10. Fine. Step. Okay, I'll come to later that whether step 1 is mandatory or not. I'll explain. Print hello. Fine, within inverted comma, and then next I. This is the way we will use for next loop. Fine. So what is the way to write the for next loop? For variable name I, for I equals to 1 to 10, step 1. Step 1 is not mandatory to write, because if the step is of 1, no need to write. By default it is step 1. So if it is step 1, I'll explain what does it mean step 1. No need to write it. Fine. You can write only for I equals to 1 to 10. If you have written step 1, then also be okay, but it is not mandatory to write step 1. For I equals to 1 to 10, print hello. What does it mean? It means only to repeat hello 10 times. So what are the ways? Either you write print hello, print hello, print hello 10 times, or you can use go to statement, or the third way is very simple way, to put the statement print hello within the loop. Which loop we are using? For next loop. So to repeat hello 10 times, what we have done? We have put this statement within the for next loop. And how does it work? I equals to 1. So initially value of I is 1. Fine. Then the condition will be checked. 1 less than equals to 10. Yes, condition is true. Then it will go inside the loop. Print hello. It will print hello. Then again it will come here, next I. So what is the next I role? Next I will return the control for the next iteration. Iteration means for the next repetition. Fine. So for repetition, it will transfer the control, it will send the control back. So again it will come here. Fine. So step 1 by default it is here. Okay, I am writing, but it is not mandatory. Step 1. For your understanding, I am writing initially. Otherwise you can remove that. Fine. So it will return the transfer here. So I was initially 1. Now step 1 function is to increase the value of I by 1. Now the value of I has become 2. Step 1 means increment of I by 1. Simple. Fine. I was initially 1. Now it has become 2. Condition will be checked. 2 less than equals to 10. Yes, condition is true. Again it will print hello. Again it will come next I. Again it will send back to the step 1. I will become 3 now. Condition will be checked. Condition true. Inside print hello. So similarly it will go on until this value I exceeds 10. As the value of I exceeds 10, condition will become false. It will come out. It will not go inside. So two statements are there, for statement and next statement. For statement directs the computer to repeat this statement how many times? 10 times. And what is the function of next statement? To return the control for the further iteration, for the repetition. Fine. So these are the functions of for next. I hope it is clear. So in a simple way, To repeat hello 10 times, we have put this statement in for loop. Now I am taking more example to make it clear. If the increment is of 1, then no need to write step 1. Fine, one thing. And the second thing, if the step is 1, this is also called continuous loop. Continuous loop. Fine. And step 1 is not mandatory. Step 2, if it is there, increment of 2, then it is mandatory to write. I'll show you. I hope it is clear. So 3 things you have seen: initialization, condition and increment. Initially this is 1, then condition will be checked, then it will send back the control to step 1 for the next iteration. Fine. So 3 things you will see in every loop. What are these 3 things? Initialization. Initialization. Second is condition. And the third thing is increment or decrement. In this case, it was increment because 1 is positive, that's why. If we will use negative value of step also, so it can be increment or decrement. So 3 things you will see in every loops: initialization, condition, increment. Fine. So let's see more examples of for next. Fine. Now we will print 1 to 10 numbers by using for loop. 1 to 10 numbers by using for loop. So very simple. With go to we have already done. Now we will see for next loop. Okay. So to how you will print 1 to 10 natural number by using for next. For that you will use for. Here I am not using again and again CLS, you know better, you have to use CLS and AND. So I am writing only for loop. For I equals to 1, because we need to print 1 to 10. So I am writing here for I equals to 1 to 10. So we need to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 10. So increment is of 1 only. Fine. So no need to write step 1. I am skipping step 1. Print I. Fine. Next I. That's it. Fine. This is a small program. If you write CLS here and end here, if you run this program, you will get this output 1, 2, 3 up to 10. And how does it work? Initially I is 1. Condition will be checked. 1 less than 10. Yes, condition is true. So it will enter inside it. Print I. So 1 will be displayed. Next I will return back to the step. By default step is here. Just I have told, no need to write. So increment is of 1. I will become 2. 2 less than equals to 10. Condition is again true. Print 2. Again it will send the control here step. So I will become 3. 3 less than equals to 10. Condition is true. Print 3. Print 4. Print 5. Print 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now after printing 10, again it will come here. Again the control will be transferred to the step. So I will become 11. Condition will be checked. 11 less than equals to 10. No, condition will be false. So it will not go inside, it will not enter inside the for loop. It will come out the loop and end the program. Fine. I hope it is clear now. Now we will see in the same program I will make some changes, like if I want to print odd numbers. Fine. First 10 odd numbers, or from 1 to 10 odd numbers first we will see. So what shall I do? Now the increment is of 1, but if I write odd number, if I want odd numbers, what I want? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So increment is of 2. Fine. So In that case, it is mandatory to write step 2 now. Fine. So if I give step 2 here in the same program, so what will be output? Output will be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Fine. As the value will become 11, condition will be false, it will come out. So this will be output if you change only step 2. Fine. Now, if I want to print 10 to 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what shall I do? What changes shall I do here? Initially, I want 10. So what should be value of I? I should be 10. 10 to 1. Any changes in step here? What shall I write? If I write step 1 here, so value will be 10, 11, 12. That I don't need. What I want? 10, 9, 8, 7. Decrement. So step will be minus 1. Fine. So print I. So it will print 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fine. So it means we can give step value either positive or negative, both. I hope it is clear. So that's it in this video. We'll discuss more programs of 4 next in the next video. Thank you so much.